Hello, everybody. Time for the weekly forecast. How y'all doing, man? Let me put my phone on silent real quick. How's everybody doing? Time for the weekly forecast for all of the signs. How y'all doing, man? All right, so hopping right into this. You already know what to do. If you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading with me, please look in the description box of this video. As you all know, that is the only way to schedule a personal reading with me. Okay, I most certainly will not show up in the comments section asking you to contact me on WhatsApp. I do not have WhatsApp. Those are scammers doing that. If my name ever appears in the comments section, it's me. It'll have a check mark next to it. Okay. So if you see any comments that say they're from me and there's no check mark next to the name, that is not me. That is a scammer. Please block and report those people. Okay. Let's hop right into this. Aries. Do we have any Aries people in here yet? There's only a few of you in here, but there's room for an Aries, right? Aries, what do we got for this next week? What do we got for the next week for Aries universe? Aries. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, there's something. One, the other, or both of you. I kind of feel like it's you, honestly. I mean, it could be an earth sign that you're dealing with, possibly, but I really feel like there's something you put a lot of work, effort, and energy into. Kind of contemplating right now. Okay, this is how far we've come. How much work is it going to take for me to reach the end goal? How long will it take for this? Will this ever become successful? Is it worth putting forth any more work on this? You know? Okay. Let's get 3 shuffles here. 1, 2, and 3. The sun in the reverse. Could be a Leo that you're dealing with. Okay. 5 of Swords. All right. So the person you're dealing with could be a Sagittarius. I have Sagittarius, Leo. So this feels like for a lot of you, this is somebody that is kind of currently a part of your life. I don't know. I do have the 2 of Cups energy here. So I do see the 2 of you coming together. It could just be very brief, though, because we do have this Tower card here. I think the person that you're dealing with, you all don't balance each other out very well at all. Yeah, I just really feel like there's a lot of y'all speak 2 different languages, basically. You know, that make any sense? 2 different body languages, 2 different love languages. But the person you're dealing with really doesn't want this to come to an end. They really don't. But I really feel like this, whatever this was, it's really hard to say. Some of you are dealing with somebody that's still in your life here with the 2 of Cups. Others of you are dealing with a past person with the 6 of Swords reversed. But just kind of take it how it resonates there. The ending here, I really think, is inevitable. Okay? So if it's something that came to an end, there was no accident. I really don't think it was an accident. This is something I think that was destined to come to an end. The person you're dealing with is very much in love with you here. Very much. And I think this is the person that you're dealing with because you have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. And the Page of Cups in the reverse. Could be a water sign for some of you. This is something you don't really want to commit to. You're not really 100% committed to this. And mainly because I don't even really think you have the faith in this situation. You kind of have to have faith. If I don't really have the faith that this is possible, that this could actually work out and become successful, 10 of Pentacles reversed, Hierophant reversed, to it. Not really. I think there's way too much conflict. Again, the 2 of you don't really balance each other out very well. And there's not a mutual sense of happiness here with this connection. Okay. Man, oh man, oh man. Started it off with a little bit of drama there, a little bit. We are going to look at the most likely outcome and the best advice here. Okay. Most likely outcome and the best advice for Aries. What is the most likely outcome and what is the best advice? You know, those are 2 different things, right? Oh, 5 of Cups reversed. I see disappointment here. Whoa. Oh, man, look what I just did. This is like a 6-month-old deck of cards. Okay, well, time for that deck to retire. Pulling out an emergency deck here. Pulling out an emergency deck. Okay. Okay, most likely outcome. Maybe there'll be a different message in here. Most likely outcome and the best advice for Aries. Yeah, that was the Seven of Swords that got bent there. Maybe that was a sign too. Maybe there's too much dishonesty here. Maybe somebody here is a liar. Okay. So it was funny. That Seven of Swords got bent right there. Ace of Wands in the reverse. I don't really think this is taking lift off. Again, it's either coming to an end or it's just stuck in one spot. No forward movement. It's not evolving, you know. Two more shuffles here. Most likely outcome and the best advice. All right, Ace of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, see? Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, or I'm sorry, Ace of Wands, both reversed. Okay, here's the good thing though. You're not really losing too much sleep over this though. I think you know this and you've pretty much come to accept it. Okay? You've pretty much come to accept it. I do think though that the person you're dealing with is more likely going to fight this. Again, if it's still a person who's in your life, they're really trying to cling on to you. If it's a past person or somebody who's not a part of your life, I do see attempted reconciliation. Okay, but I really don't think it's going. The best advice is to walk away from this. Okay, some of you may need to block communication, especially if you're dealing with somebody that won't take no for an answer and just keeps trying to manipulate you and keeps trying to be really, really pushy and persistent. You may just need to block communication. Okay, or just do that however you see fit. Maybe just ignore them and don't respond. But there's new doorways of opportunity opening for you here, okay? Walk away from this, close the old door, and walk through the new doorways of opportunity, okay? All right, Taurus. Room's filling up kind of slow, but we still have room for a Taurus in here. What do we got for Taurus next week? Well, this week. What do we got for Taurus? What important messages do my Taurus people need to hear this week? Universe. Two of Wands. Okay. You're at a bit of a crossroads here. I kind of feel like you're unsure as to which way you're going to go. Could be a fire sign you're dealing with. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2. 2 more. Two of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles and 2 of Wands. I really feel like there's a lot of consideration happening up here. Should I go this way? Should I do this? What would happen if I did that? Is this the right decision to make? You know, 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords. Okay, so it definitely looks like this is something you're transitioning on from currently, but I think maybe what this is right here, you're still not 100% sure which path you should have taken. Okay. King of Swords reversed. You're a bit pissed off here. Yep. I see communication happening here. Could be a Sagittarius that you're dealing with here. Communication is very poor, though. Very back and forth. Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords reversed. Page of Wands. Could be dealing with somebody who's a bit of an immature drama starter. Okay. This is a one-sided situation. There is not a whole lot of equal give and take happening here. Knight of Cups in the reverse. So I see communication happening here. It's really hard to say whether or not it's consistent communication. The person you're dealing with seems kind of wishy-washy a little bit, you know. Ace of Swords upright. Ace of Swords reversed. Page of Wands upright. Magician reversed. There's a lot of emotional manipulation here, okay? But there's just entirely too much conflict. And right now, I really think you're just still pissed off at this person here. But there's still some inner battle that you have right now. I'm not 100% sure. Again, I think a lot of you have already started moving on from this. Like whoever this is that you're dealing with, this is something you've already left behind. But there's still a lot of, man, what's going on? Temperance, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. I see a big lack of trust in yourself. I don't think that you're going to change your mind. Like most of you, I think that, okay, I'm actually taking the steps past this. And I'm not going to change direction, but I am up in my head having a battle with myself is what this feels like here. Okay. Okay. Most likely outcome and the best advice for Taurus. Most likely outcome and the best advice. Do 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 do. Ooh, the 6 of Cups. Okay, that's good. That's good. See how that plays into this, though. That definitely is past energy, though. So I do think you are leaving the past in the past. Last shuffle, last one. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Okay, 4 of Cups reversed. Okay, 7 of Cups. I think more than likely you're keeping your options open. Okay, keeping your options open, and you're pretty relaxed about this. It's going to get to a point where you're going to start to actually realize that, you know, there's not really, and I dig in. If you come to me for a personal reading, sometimes I'll dig into this in pretty great detail. Okay, but to summarize it, there is no right path, wrong path. It's not the way it works. People ask all the time, am I on the right path? Yes, you're on the right path. There's no right path, wrong path. There are multiple different pathways that we can take, okay? You can deviate away from the plan, away from the direction in which you're heading in which you have multiple backup systems to bump you back in the right direction. But there's many, many, many different paths that you can take to head in that direction, okay? So there's this path in this experience, and this path in this experience. Thank you so much, Natasha, for that super chat. Hey, how you doing? Anyway, though, I think you're pretty much relaxed. You're like, okay, well, I made the decision. It is what it is. Let's live with it. Basically, is what I'm seeing here. I see you eventually letting go of the grudge too, and looking back and kind of missing this person a little bit, maybe, you know. But for the most part, the best advice here. I wouldn't communicate with this person. If they do try to communicate, I would just keep this person at arm's distance. Develop and maintain a sense of emotional independence, whether you're single or in a relationship. I don't care. You need to have that sense of emotional sovereignty and independence, okay? All right. Gemini. 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 Whoa. Oh, the death in the reverse could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. I'm not sure if that's reconciliation or the fighting to prevent an ending. 3 shuffles here. 1, could be both. 2, and 3. Seven of Cups. Okay. Page of Cups reversed. Okay, this is definitely a past person. Okay, hang on. The Lover's card could be a Gemini that you're dealing with. Some of you are dealing with a twin flame. And I will tell you every time, that's not everybody, okay? Not everybody is dealing with a twin flame connection. But even if it's not a twin flame connection, the intensity level is equal to that of a twin flame connection. It's just vibrationally different, if that makes sense. Has a different meaning, a different purpose behind it. Could be a Leo that you're dealing with. The person you're dealing with is coming back around, okay? They are. They've been waiting, I think, for you to reach out for quite some time, but they haven't let go of this. They're still clinging on to this for dear life. Death reversed, 8 of Cups reversed, Ace of Wands upright. I definitely think this person will be back around for sure. This is an extremely intense connection, and they can't shake it. They can't, okay? You got your guard up, though, okay? Raw Food Eater, thank you so much for that super chat. This deck here, shit, I forgot the name of it. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune Tarot. Wheel of Fortune Tarot. Look that up on Amazon. Wheel of Fortune Tarot. It's amazing. I love it. It's becoming one of my favorites. It shuffles so beautifully, and I just love it. Anyway, though, you have your guard up. You do have your guard up. Could be a Taurus that you're dealing with. I think that there's a part of you do wish you could commit to this. You wish you could commit to this person in this situation right here, but at the same time, you're too heavily guarded. There's too much walking on eggshells type of energy here. I don't really think you trust this person a whole lot. You're healing from this. You're healing from this, okay? Again, I do think that the person you're dealing with will be back around. Attempted reconciliation. It's really hard to say whether or not you're even interested, though. With the Ace of Swords reversed, you could just straight up ignore them, straight up turn it down, or, I don't know, though. But Page of Cups reversed, Ace of Swords reversed. Some of you are just completely and totally shutting them down and rejecting it. I think a lot of you are starting to explore new options here, or at least have your mind open to new options here with the Seven of Cups energy here. You're finally getting to the point. And 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, both reversed. You're healing from this, and you're no longer losing sleep from this, though. The person you're dealing with, though, they still can't shake the connection. Could be another Gemini for some of you. They can't shake the intensity of this connection, though. What's the most likely outcome and the best advice for Gemini universe? Do 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 do. Most likely outcome and the best advice. But whoever that was that asked about this deck, the only thing that bothered me was the pictures on Amazon had gold around the edges. So I thought it was going to have gold edges on it, and it showed up without it. But it's still a phenomenal deck, dude. Phenomenal deck. Wheel of Fortune Tarot. My fellow tarot readers, I would definitely recommend. And it looks like it's being sold on Amazon straight from the creator, too, whoever that is. Very, very good deck. I would highly recommend it. All right. Ba-boom. Could be a Cancer for some of you, but yeah, this isn't going anywhere. This isn't going anywhere. I think a lot of you are putting a stop to this. You're putting a straight up stop to it, dude. 1, 2, 3 more. All right, 9 of Swords in the reverse. Again, you're healing from this. You're getting over this right here. I still see you, though. There's a part of you that's still a little bit pissed off about it. Okay? And that's your twins. You got to get your twins on the same page, Gemini. This is the thing, dude. See, it's interesting with the air signs. You have Gemini and Libra, who the Gemini has 2 twins. Libra has 2 sides to the scales. And then there's Aquarius, who has a fixed bubble of air. You know what I mean? So it's kind of interesting. But you got to get your twins on the same page, Gemini. You got one twin that's getting over this. One twin that's like, man, look, man, to hell with them, dude. Let's go have some fun. And the other one's like, nah, fuck them. Let's get revenge on them. No. Don't let this person make you bitter. Okay, you need to let the twin that knows what it's talking about, the one that's saying get over this. Okay, you need to have really, really knock some sense into the other one, okay? But you are beginning a new cycle here. A new cycle, okay? The best advice here, again, man, you got King and Queen of Swords, dude. Don't let this person make you bitter. I wouldn't respond to them. Don't get sucked back into that cycle again. You're starting a new cycle. They're going to come back around. I would ignore it. I wouldn't even respond, honestly. I wouldn't even respond. Straight up. I would not even respond. Do not get involved in third-party situations. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Okay, I've had a massive influx of people coming to me over the past couple of weeks who are involved in a third-party situation, wondering why they can't really trust the person they're dealing with. And it's very, very simple. If they would cheat with you, they will turn around and cheat on you. Oh, yes, they will. Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. Cancer. Flippy floppy. There we go. OE, yeah. OE is an OG follower. I haven't said flippy floppy in forever. Thank you, Natasha, for that super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Cancer. Whoa. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. There's an incomplete karmic cycle happening here. Suki. Thank you for the super chat. And thank you for the positive feedback. Thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. All right, an incomplete karmic cycle for my Cancerians. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2. 2 more. 2 more. All right. Ooh, 6 of Wands, though. Okay. The star card. Some of you are dealing with an Aquarius. Okay. Could be another Cancer, too. You kind of understand why this. First of all, why it came to an end, why it's not moving anywhere, why there isn't any forward movement happening here. You understand that. I think you're very well aware of that. But there is still a very strong sense of unfinished business between the two of you, okay? This is something that you can't quite quit thinking about, okay? So, and water signs, you all, this is one of the difficulties that comes with that water energy. I accept it, I understand it, but my emotions haven't accepted it yet. My mind has accepted it, but my emotions haven't. So there's still some deep watery stuff that has to go on. You have to get the water still all the way down, okay? All the way from the surface of the water to the floor of the ocean. You have to have it sitting still and balanced, okay? There's still a little bit of an issue right there. I do see communication happening, but the person you're dealing with is walking away from this, and I think they're more than likely just trying to ignore this and pretend that it never happened. Okay, I don't really see them healing properly. I mean, they're starting to kind of return to balance a little bit, but they're just kind of burying this and trying to ignore it. I don't really see them doing any inner work. Not really. And maybe that's okay. I mean, sometimes, like I say this a lot, time does not heal shit. It doesn't. However, time can be used as a tool because what time does do is it allows the pain to subside. So once the pain subsides, then you have to dig it back up. You can't ignore it. You can't bury it. But I think that you understand that this is the most successful move that you could make, is to either walk away or allow them to walk away, whichever one, you know. Still a little bit of a battle in here, though. Still a bit of a battle. And the cycle still isn't closed out in here. All right. What is the most likely outcome and the best advice for Cancer? Most likely outcome and the best advice for my Cancerians. Cancer. Most likely outcome and the best advice for my Cancers. Okay. All right. I think that any communication that does happen is going to be turned down. Okay. I really think that you're pretty much stepping back from this here. Okay. Thank you for that super chat. Sorry. Is that how you say your name? Sorry if I mispronounced that. I do appreciate that super chat, though. Thank you. Most likely outcome and the best advice. Oops. Oop, oop, oop. 2 more shuffles. This is a deck that kind of needs to retire, too. I got another really awesome one coming in the mail, though. Here lately, all the decks that I buy, I'm not buying your standard old run-of-the-mill decks that everybody else uses. I'm ordering the rare, weird ones, you know? Those rare, crazy, and they're a little bit expensive, too. You know, anywhere from $60 to $100 a deck, but it's all good. Putting it to good use. All right, so I still kind of see you up in your head. Not really 100% sure what decision to make, but you are moving forward nonetheless. It's kind of like moving forward with a blindfold on. Okay, Jesus, take the wheel, you know? Let's just go with the flow. And more than likely, though, you are healing from this. You're healing from it, but again, the water up here is a little bit wavy and choppy, and the water down here is sitting still. Okay, and there's just still a battle between heart and mind, and it's going to take a while to return to homeostasis, basically. Thank you, Amy, for that super chat. Appreciate it. So the best advice, okay, worry about yourself. Put yourself as your number one priority. Okay, put yourself as your number one priority. Don't control what you have no control of. Okay, only control what you can actually control. If you find yourself forcing and fighting a losing battle, take your hands off the wheel and step back. Okay, take your hands off the wheel, step back, and say, okay, universe, you show me which direction we're supposed to go. If it's out of your control, it's part of the plan. Always. And I know that can be very, very scary. Well, how the hell is this part of the plan? If you would just trust the universe and chill for a little bit, one of these days you'll see how that fit into the whole fucking plan. I promise you that. Don't be afraid to let this person know what time it is either. Don't let nobody get one over on you. Stand up for yourself. I'm not saying go look for conflict, but don't turn and run away from it either. Okay? Leo. We got any Leos in here? We got any Leos in here? Butter and boom. Leo. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Could be an earth sign for some of you. Not 100% sure which avenue I want to take with that, to be honest with you. 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3 more. All right, the World card, sweet, entering into a brand spanking new cycle here. Okay, there's still some obsessive energy happening here, though. Okay, I think the person that you're dealing with is very obsessed with you. I don't really think you feel the connection really anymore, though. Could be a Capricorn that you're dealing with, could be another Leo. I also have Aries. The person that you're dealing with is throwing a pity party. 5 of Pentacles. They feel like you did them wrong. They feel like you abandoned them. Okay. Very wishy-washy too. Very, very wishy-washy. This is definitely unrequited love for sure. Lovers and the Ace of Cups, both in the reverse. They feel this connection much more strongly than you do. Okay. Much, much more strongly. So it's really hard to say what's happening here. Okay. Because the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. You could just straight up turn this person down here. Okay. Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands is both reversed. But then again, they may not even actually be coming forward. It's really hard to say. It could be split down the middle. Some of you, this person's coming forward and attempting to reconcile. Others of you, they really, really want to, but they're holding back because they know that you don't really care. I mean, it's not that you don't care. It's just that you don't really feel it anymore. You don't really feel it anymore, okay? This was a very, very unhealthy, toxic situation, and you're very aware of that. And you're finding happiness on your own right now, okay? Even those of you who are involved with somebody else or something new, you're still finding happiness on your own here. Okay, the Hermit card could be a Virgo for some of you. And Knight of Wands reversed, yeah. This situation right here is kind of stuck. It's not moving. It's not going anywhere, okay? I think the person you're dealing with is more upset about this than you. Could have been a third-party situation for some of you. Could be a third party in the way. But I definitely feel like there's more than likely a new interest. Either you're already talking to somebody new, already with somebody new, or already have your eye on somebody or welcoming in something new. There's new energy for you here. Hang on a second, y'all. I'm going to turn my fan on and open my window. All right. It's real hot and stuffy in here. Okie dokie. Yeah. Hang on. I see new stuff for you here. New stuff for Leo. New. Isn't this kind of been a bit of a Leo saga, though, for real? Kind of seems like it's been a bit of a Leo saga where there's just some past energy, like some past person that cares a lot more about you than you care about them. And they're still throwing energy your way. That's why it's coming in. That's why it's showing up. All right. Let's look at the most likely outcome and the best advice. Hang on. Things been burning for hours. It's hot. All right. Most likely outcome and the best advice for Leo. Okay. All right. Yeah, this isn't going anywhere. Okay, this is coming to a dead halt. If it hasn't already, it's not going to pick back up. It's not. You're not even passionate enough about it, even if it did try to pick back up. Yeah, it's blomp, blomp, blomp. 10 of Pentacles reversed. I know there's at least one Leo here that's going to try to pick this back up. I know most of you probably aren't, but that one or two of you that does, you'll repeat the cycle. It'll fail again. Yeah, you're dropping this. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, both reversed. Okay. It's destined for failure. Okay. This is one of those types of connections that feels like the whole plan was to come together with this person and separate. From before incarnation, you planned it out that way. Okay, so whenever we plan some connections, okay, the plan is to try to work this out and stay together. Other connections, no, we never even planned to stay together. That was not part of the deal. That wasn't part of the cycle. That wasn't part of the experience. So you who do try to go back, you will repeat this cycle over and 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 over until you pop your head out of your ass and say, well, damn, it ain't gonna work. Okay, the best advice here. Yep, see, new communication. New communication. Don't pass up this next opportunity. Okay, there is something new. You need to make a final decision. Don't wait on this person. Don't wait on them or nothing like that. Make a final. You got a new opportunity coming in. You don't want to pass it up, Leo. You don't want to pass up this new communication or this new interest. All right, Virgo. Virgo. Virgo, what important messages do we have for Virgo this week? Universe. Don't. No, Eight of Pentacles reversed. Hang on. Two more shuffles. Don't. Five of Cups. Five of Cups. Five of Cups. Let's see who that is that's feeling all five of cuppy. I think it's the person you're dealing with because they have the world reversed. Okay. Queen of Wands, though, the Strength card, Four of Wands. Yes, you got new doorways of opportunity being made available to you. There's still some silent stalking going on, though, isn't there? There's still some silent stalking going on. I don't really think this negativity is you, though. And when I say negativity, I mean whoever it is that's still clinging on to this and still carrying the burden of this, I don't think it's you. I don't think it's you, simply because the person you're dealing with has the world in the reverse. They feel like business is unfinished. Here's the thing, though. In order for this to be successful between the two of you, this would take a lot of work. And, I mean, that's normal. There is no connection that doesn't take work and effort. I don't care if you attract your actual person, your match. I don't care if you attract in your match. It still takes work and effort. If you want it to be successful, stay successful, and you want it to grow and evolve, it takes work and effort. You're never going to get out of that. However, one, the other, or probably both of you, isn't even willing to put forth the work and the effort on this. You got new doorways of opportunity being made available to you. I still kind of think you keep your eye on this person, though, don't you, Virgo? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Man, it's looking choppy on my end here. Oh, well. But now, those of you who it's not, and you're like, I ain't watching this person. What are you talking about? I don't care what they're up to. Well, then they're watching you. There's some silent stalking energy happening here, but it is on your side. So that's why I'm saying it's you. But these energies could go either way. Here's the problem. You're dealing with somebody that's too wishy-washy. I've never met a wishy-washy Virgo. Nope. Nope. So maybe you just don't have time for that. See, that's the thing too. We need to understand that whenever we first come together with somebody, if you're wishy-washy in general, you're going to be wishy-washy about everything. You're going to be all, you know what I'm saying? Oh, indecisive and indifferent about your love relationships, about your goals, about your career, about everything, about your family. You know, what else are you going to be indifferent about? You ain't got no time for that shit. I think you're moving past this, though. Staying strong and keeping on. Let's see what the most likely outcome and the best advice is, though. Most likely outcome and the best advice for Virgo. Oops. Okay. All right. So again, opportunities being made available to you. And I do think that there is a lot of potential for commitment with this new situation that you have coming in here. Okay. You still got that Nine of Cups reversed, though. Okay. Hang on. Let's see what that's all about. Some of you are still feeling a little bit emotionally needy. Okay. You're going to have to take care of that, or that will definitely threaten any new connection that comes in. If you depend on a connection or a person or, or to be your only source of emotional fulfillment, you will be let down every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. You will be let down. If that wasn't true, none of you would be here watching this right now. We've all done it. Every last one of us. I'd be lying through my teeth if I said that I've never done that. Okay. Yeah, see, this connection between the two of you is getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. And it's going to get to the point where you don't even really acknowledge a connection between the two of you at all. Okay. Again, you're starting to cycle, and it's there's a lot of energy pushing you down a pathway of success right now. Okay. The best advice. Okay, be sure that whoever it is, I don't care what type of endeavor you undergo, a new relationship, a new whatever, make sure there's teamwork. We have to be able to work together as a team. Okay, you do the things that I fall behind on, and I'll do the things that you fall behind on. Equal give and take here. Equal give and take. And when you come in with a new person, don't keep too much of yourself to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, we all want to put our best foot forward, but at the end of the day, when you come together with somebody new, hey, look, I ain't got nothing to hide about me. I ain't got nothing to hide about me. Now, I'm not going to be able to tell you my whole life story, and you're not going to get to know everything about me overnight, but for the most part, I have nothing to hide about me. This is who I am. This is who I've been. This was my past. This is what I'm all about. This is where I'm going. These are my goals. This is what I want out of life, and this is what I want out of a love relationship. This is what I'm willing to do. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Put it all out on the table. Take it or leave it. Let's cut straight through the bullshit. I ain't got no time to negotiate, or I ain't got no time for no wishy-washy shit. I don't know what I want, or I ain't got no time for that. This is who I am. Take it or leave it. If you take it, great. Take my hand and come with me. If not, bye. I ain't got no time for this. Nope. That's what's up. And you got to be very emotionally independent to be able to do that. Oh, yeah, you do. Yep, you sure does. Okie dokie. Libra. We got any Libras in here? Any librarians? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right, Libra, 3 shuffles here. 1, 2, and 3. Bam! Knight of Swords reversed. 8 of Wands reversed. Block communication between you and the person you're dealing with, and you're still holding a grudge, Libra. You're still sour over this. Person that you're dealing with, they're letting their guard down. Okay, they're not really all that guarded anymore like they used to be. I think they went quite some time not being able to trust you and really worried, but they're letting their guard down now. But this person's very emotionally needy and clingy. Okay, they're getting over this, though. They're getting over this. I don't really see a whole lot happening here. I see silence. I see, okay, you know what the main energy here is? You being pissed off. That's what that's the loudest energy happening here. Person you're dealing with is getting over this. Now, this was a one-sided situation, okay? So this person could have done you very wrong. And I'm not saying that they didn't. However, you're still holding on to a lot of bitterness, Libra. Oh, yeah, you are. Because you know why? You know why I think? Because you're still in love with them. You're still in love with this person. Yeah, you are. Don't lie. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. It's all right, dude. It happens. I'm not judging you. I know what it feels like. Man, I'm still in love with this person. So I can't let go of how bad they hurt me. Well, we're going to have to at least work on it. We got to at least work on it. As long as you can acknowledge that it needs to be let go of, then that's the first step. That's a step in the right direction. No, we don't. I'm not one of those, just get over it, suck it up type of people. No, that's much easier said than done. But I do know that it needs to be healed from. Some people don't accept that, and they just consciously, intentionally repeat the same thought and emotional process over and over and over and over and over and drive themselves nuts. As long as you can acknowledge, yes, I'm still in love with this person. No, I'm not healed up from this yet. Yes, I do need to heal up from this. Yes, I need to let this person go. That's a step in the right direction. Just some personal advice here. But again, I kind of think that this was unrequited love. Looks like you probably were more in love with them than they were you. But the problem here is that they expected you to live up to an expectation that it's impossible for you to live up to. Okay. So when you have a person that does that, it's really, really easy for them to say, oh, okay, well, you're not fulfilling me. So I'm going to go find somebody that is. And it really just kind of seems like it's not that they didn't love you. They don't even love themselves. And they're looking for somebody else's love to make them feel better about themselves. And it's not the way it works. So not you. It wasn't like unrequited love because you loved them. It's that they hated themselves. This is a very, very unhappy, broken person in general. And if you're just an unhappy, broken person in general, there's nothing out there is going to make you happy. Nothing is. Nothing. So I really think that you all are kind of maybe taking this a little bit more personally than you should, honestly, is what I'm seeing here. All right. Most likely outcome and the best advice. Most likely outcome and the best advice for Libra. Thank you all for the positive feedback. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Well, the Hermit's reversed. I still think you're having a very difficult time sitting around by yourself, basically with your own thoughts. There's a lot of wisdom that you can obtain from a situation if you move on from something and then go assign yourself some alone time. I'm not saying go be alone and bitter and miserable. I'm saying assign yourself some alone time. Get to know yourself a little bit better. 2 of Cups, 7 of Swords reversed, Death reversed. I see attempted reconciliation here. I do see attempted reconciliation here. Okay, the Lovers reversed. The best advice, though, if I were you, I would keep this person at arm's distance right now. Okay, I do think that the two of you probably are going to come back together eventually and try this again, but it looks to me like you're going to end up disappointed if you do that. So if I were you, again, I would go assign myself. Intentionally say, I'm going to go be by myself. And I'm going to go get to know me. And I'm going to spend my time putting myself as my number one priority. And if you don't like that, he said to Kitty, because that's what I'm doing. Okay, I deserve that. You know, I've been giving until I have nothing left to give. I'm drained dry, dude. I'm drained dry, man. Go assign yourself some alone time. You'd be surprised how powerful that is. Mm-hmm. Scorpio, what do we got? What important messages do we have for Scorpio next week or this week? I keep saying next week. This week. This is a Monday. Happy Monday, by the way, everybody. And happy Aries season. Yeehaw. Ba-boom. Okay, the 4 Cups. Could be another water sign for some of you. Your 4 shuffles. 1, 2. 2 more shuffles. Boom, the Emperor reversed. Okay, some of you could be dealing with an Aries. Oh, I see some conflict here too. Ah, hell. All right. So since that Tower card is right in the middle of the spread right there, it's really difficult to say whether or not this is, I almost feel like this is an attempted reconciliation for a lot of you. Mm-hmm. I see it. Yeah. More than likely, this looks like an attempted reconciliation. But it looks like something that I see attempting to reconcile, and maybe it goes good for a little bit, and then conflict pops off, and a Tower moment happens. Could have been a third-party situation for some of you. But I really feel like the biggest issue here, the person that you're dealing with is very, very insecure. Very, very insecure. And insecurity manifests in many different ways. But what's the worst way for insecure energy to manifest itself in physical form? What's the worst way? Trying to act all cocky. You know what I mean? Trying to act cocky and arrogant, you know. But for whatever reason, it could be a Libra that you're dealing with, or an Aries. I have Aries and Libra here, but I see it popping off in conflict right here. But you do still love this person. You do still have a lot of emotion for him. Man. King of Pentacles could be an earth sign for some of you. That's really all I'm seeing here. I'm seeing attempted reconciliation with the Six of Swords reversed, Two of Cups. Justice reversed, Emperor reversed. All right. This right here. Well, bam. Five of Wands, Tower card. It's all bad, dude. It's all bad. I personally wouldn't if I were you. I personally would not. That's just me, though. We're going to see what the cards have to say. We're going to see what the cards have to say. What's the most likely outcome and the best advice here for Scorpio? Most likely outcome and the best advice. Do-do-do. Most likely outcome and the best advice. Oop. Conflicts popping off. I really kind of think this is inevitable, really, honestly. I do. There's too many control issues. Both of you, I kind of think, want to control things in a way that it just ends up being more of a headbutting match than anything, you know? Mm-hmm. Two more shuffles here. Most likely outcome and the best advice. The Fool card. Cool. Yeah, so you're standing your ground, man. You're standing your ground. Okay, you're really coming to your senses, though. That's the good thing. There could have been a lot of, like, whenever the two of you very first came together, I think there were a lot of red flags that you just kind of ignored. You know what I mean? Thank you, Emmy, for that super chat. Appreciate it. And now you're kind of coming to your senses. Oh, okay. I had this funny little intuitive nudge back when we very first came together. I had this feeling something was a little off. I kind of had this feeling that was a little bit funky about you. And now I see. I see, said the blind man. Okay, the best advice here, don't ever, I think I told you all this in your April reading too. Don't ever neglect considering what did I learn from this? Because I remember the Scorpio reading was you taught this person a lesson, I think. A lot of you, I think this is the same person here. Okay. Now, just because you're teaching somebody a lesson doesn't mean you ain't learning nothing. Oh no. Oh, hail to the no. Matter of fact, that's the only thing you need to be worried about. If you taught them a lesson, that's up to them to learn. It's not, you don't need to be focused on what you taught them. You need to be focused on what you learned. You need to be focused on what you learned. That's how we evolve. Stand your ground, though. Don't let this person mess with you. Don't let them get one over on you. Don't ever be afraid to tell them what time it is. And I've never really met a Scorpio that is, but just in case you're wondering. Mm-hmm. All right. How about Sagittarius? Do we have any Saggies in here? Got an okay little crowd in here today. A little over 500 of you. Got to be room for at least one Saggy-Wadgy. Sagittarius. What important messages? What's the forecast for the next week? What energies do we have to read for Sagittarius for this next week? Two of Pentacles. Okay. Taking a lot of things into consideration here. It could be an earth sign for some of you. Maybe some of you are being presented with a new opportunity or a new choice of some sort. Okay. Possibly. I don't know. Hang on. Let's get two shuffles here. One and two. Queen of Swords reversed. All right, hold up. Page of Swords reversed. All right, the person that you're dealing with here. Oh, okay, hold up. All righty. Okay. Yes. Okay. Some of you are dealing with a twin flame connection. Okay. That's not going to be everybody. I will say that every time, by the way. That's not going to be everybody. Not everybody is dealing with a twin flame. Not everybody has a twin flame. Okay. I don't care what you say. Not everybody does. But whether it's a twin flame connection or not, the intensity level is very equal. Okay, very, very equal. I do see communication happening after a while here. Okay, but I think there's a third party situation. There's a third party involved. Okay, there's some lies being told here. Okay, the person you're dealing with has had their eye on you for quite some time. They've been waiting on you to come forward, and it's really hard to say who's coming forward here because you've had your guard up this whole time. You're very vulnerable when it comes to this person too. Very vulnerable. There's something about this person that knows how to poke you in the feelers better than anybody else does. You know, they know the right thing to say, don't they? You gotta watch out for that shit. Gotta watch out for it, man. I'm gonna tell you. They know the right thing to say to really, really hit you right there in the soft spot. Okay. And more than likely, they probably spent when they very first came together with you, that's the first thing they were thinking about is what spot is that? They were testing. And once they found that soft spot, they got you. Yep. All right. I can get anything I want out of you now. But I do think you know damn good and well you can't trust this person. I think there's a third party involved. But even if it's not a third party, they're definitely still lying to you. You're still pissed off at them too. You're heavily guarded and you still have a very, very angry aura when it comes to this person here, you know? Uh-oh, Saggy Wadgy. What's the most likely outcome and the best advice? Most likely outcome and the best advice for Sagittarius. Most likely outcome and the best advice. Boom. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. I'm sorry, in the upright. Okay, 5 of Cups. All right, so I do kind of see you keeping your emotional distance from this person here, okay? I do think that any communication that you do end up having is going to be kind of cold and closed off. It'll be cordial. It'll be amicable, but there's still a lot of emotions roaring on the inside. I still think you're very disappointed. You're very upset by this still with the Sun reverse, 5 of Cups. Communication is not going to last very long, I don't think. I don't think you all are going to be talking for very long. It feels much like you're all the way out here. You know, I don't really see you revealing your vulnerability to this person, but you do still miss the hell out of them, though. Most likely advice, hey, take control of what you can take control of. Relinquish what you can't. Okay? I know that's a big Sagittarian challenge. We all have challenges. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. We all have... With each sign, we have very specific things that are a challenge to that energy. And that's one of them is control, you know? So only control what you actually have control of. Relinquish what you can't. Make sure your priority list is in an order that, what do I really want? Okay. What steps am I taking towards what I want, you know? And I really think at the end of the day, this type of situation right here doesn't line up with what it is that you really, really want. This is just one of those types of things. It's kind of like a universal test. Do you have the strength to actually do what needs to be done regardless of how you feel? I've never met a Saggy that doesn't have the strength to do that. You all always blow my mind with your strength and your willpower. So just keep on keeping on, Saggy. You got it going on. You know what you're doing. All right, Capricorn. Caparoo. Capricorn. What important messages do we have for Capricorn this next week? The Hermit reversed. Okay. I don't know what to say about that. I ain't gonna lie to you. 2 more shuffles. 2 more. Oh, 5 of Wands. Okay. King of Pentacles, Chariot reverse. Could be a Cancer or a Libra. Communication is happening here, but it's not. I don't know, man. Dude, look, man. I think a lot of you already know that it's not a smart idea to communicate with this person. You already know. Now, I know that's not everybody, but a great number of you are dealing with and communicating with somebody that you know it's going to be. And for that super chat, appreciate it. You already know it's going to be conflict. That's all it ever is between the two of you. It always leads to conflict. It always leads to disagreements, you know. So some of you, this is a cycle that's repeated itself. And again, I know that's not everybody. So for those of you who are genuinely unaware, yeah, it's gonna pop off into conflict. Okay, this is a very unhealthy connection here. Very unhealthy. Very okay. It could be a Leo, could be another Capricorn for some of you. I have two Leo, Cancer, Libra, or Virgo. Okay, the person that you're dealing with is they're very upset. Okay, it's time for them to start a new cycle, and they really don't want to. They really don't want to. And most of us, we think we want to start a new cycle, don't we? I think I'm ready for a new cycle. However, every time you go to begin a new cycle, universe will always make you prove that you're done with the old one. Yep. We can't just say, I'm done with that. I'm ready for something new. Universe be like, oh, are you sure? Are you sure? Okay, show me. Prove it. I mean, you can say it all you want. I can say, oh, yeah, I'm ready for a new cycle. Yes, I'm ready for something new. I'm done with that, whatever. Okay, cool. That sounds cute. Prove it. Show me. And that's what I think this is for a lot of you here. They don't want to start a new cycle. Not only that, but new cycles are nerve-wracking and scary. Could be an Aquarius for some of you, too. Don't know what else to say about that here. Hang on. Most likely outcome and advice for Capricorn. Most likely outcome and advice for my Caparoos. The Hermit card. Okay, I think a lot of you are going to be, at least for the next little bit, at least during the evolutionary process from the old cycle to the new, because that'll happen a lot too. You know, we wish things would just switch overnight, but very frequently it doesn't. You got to go through this transitionary process. It's kind of like walking through the valley of the shadow of death, right? And it's going to be a lonely path. It's going to be a lonely path. This particular situation right here, it ain't going nowhere. It's not gonna, that flame is not going to be rekindled. Okay. It's not going to pick back up. Those of you who try, which I know there's at least one of you who will, you will repeat the cycle. Okay. You will go through whatever you went through last time. You'll end up right back in the same spot again. And I know a couple of you out there are going to do it again. In the next several months, it's going to be repeating the cycle over and over and over and over and over and over for some of you. Okay. Ooh, the most likely advice. Look, if you want success, Capricorn. Now, you all typically don't really have a hard time finding success, but there is a way to smooth the pathway out. I know a lot of Capricorns, y'all will like take the hardest route possible, you know? And I mean, that's cool if that's the way you want to do it, but you know you can smooth that out, right? And one of the things that you can do that will really smooth out that path to success is don't focus all of your energy on the obstacles, okay? We can fall into that trap really easily. And if you focus on the obstacles, well, that's all you're going to do is you're going to attract more obstacles to you. You're going to be giving the obstacles all of your energy and you're going to lose sight of the path. Okay. And that's like the hardest way possible. And this has been coming up for a lot of people here in this advice. Only control what you have control of, relinquish what you can't control. Okay. If it is out of your control, it's part of the plan. Okay. If you try it once, try it twice, try it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and the same thing keeps happening over and over and over again, that tells you exactly everything that you need to know, okay? No matter how many times you try it, the same thing is going to end up happening. It's going to keep happening over and over and over, no matter how many times you try it, okay? All right, Aquarius. Do we have any Aquarians in here? We need a sage break, dude. I usually do this at Leo, and I forgot. I'm feeling the murky energies. Do, 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 do. Mm-hmm. Hang on, y'all. Hang on, y'all. Let's get a little cleanse going on here. All right. Just a little rinse. Just wanted to rinse the cards off. All right. Not trying to take a sage bath right now. Aquarius. What important messages do we have for Aquarius? What messages do we have for my Aquarians? The World card, new cycle time. A lot of you have completed an old karmic cycle, okay? It's finally complete, okay? And once you complete one, guess what? It's time for another one. That's the process. That's how it goes. 3 more shuffles. King of Wands reversed. Could have been a fire sign for some of you. Aries. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Could be a Pisces. Let's see. Could be a Sagittarius. All right. But you are definitely walking away from this, and it is no secret. Okay. It could be a Cancer. I also have Cancer here. I have Cancer, Pisces, and Sagittarius. Could be anybody, though. Okay. It is no secret to anybody, especially the person that you're dealing with, that you are moving on from this. Okay. You are complete. Here's the funny thing, too. See, you're actually genuinely, like, no faking. You're genuinely detached from this. You know, I know you're playing detached. You're real good at pretending you don't have feelings, but you genuinely, I don't even really think, have any emotion for this person or this situation at all. Okay. The person you're dealing with, on the other hand, does, but they are faking it. I do think that they are in love with you, but they are faking it, and they're pretending that they aren't. Okay. They're still pissed off at you too. They're still angry. They're moving on from this too, though. They're taking off like a bat out of hell and moving forward. So you may not think that they really give a shit and that they don't want you to know. They don't even want you to know that, but they do. They do. Okay. If you're still angry at something, you care about it. Can't be angry at something you don't care about. A lot of people don't really understand what it means when you say, I don't care. I don't have any emotion. You know, people will say that, you know, I don't have any feelings for them. Okay. All right, cool. Let's sit and talk about them. Let's talk about them. Tell me about them. And you get to talking about them, and then you get emotional and pissed off. Yeah, you do still care about them, or you wouldn't even like when you lose emotion for a person or a situation. I can talk about that just like I talk about what I ate for dinner last week. Like, you know, and I think you're there with this situation finally, genuinely, but they're not. They're not. They're still holding on to this. They haven't really let go of this. Okay, 5 of Cups reversed. You're healing from this. Okay, you're definitely healing from this, getting over it. It's no secret that you're walking away from this and you're done. 3 of Swords reversed, 5 of Cups reversed. Okay, there was a lot of game playing that happened here between you and this person. Okay, there was a lot of game playing. I really think this person tried to play you like a fool, and it didn't really work. And they're pissed off. They're pissed off. They tried to play games, it didn't work. Now they're mad. Well, boo hoo. Cry me a river, build me a bridge, and get the fuck over it, right? Okay, that wasn't a very deep, intense message, but okie dokie. Do. Most likely outcome and the best advice for Aquarius. Most likely outcome and the best advice. Ooh, I feel the energy, man. I done pulled a lot of energy into this room. I am going to have to take a sage bath when I get off of here. Ooh-wee, shooey, dooey, and louie. I feel it. Y'all feel it? Whoo. 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 All right. Most likely outcome of the best advice here. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Two more shuffles here. Boom. Page of Swords reversed. Still some silent stalking happening here. Okay. King of Swords, like I said, you're numb. Numb. Not angry. Not bitter. Not happy. Not sad. Not mad. Not nothing. Numb. I care as much about this person as I care about my neighbor's underwear. You know, like no shits whatsoever. Okay. You're moving forward, moving past this. Could be a Cancer that you're dealing with. The best advice is to keep doing what you're doing. Walk away. Keep your options open, though. Okay. Don't go out and pursue something new. Keep the door hanging open. Keep the door hanging open. Focus on probably your money and your finance. Focus on other things. Focus on your passions, on your work and your finance. Focus on other things and leave the door hanging open. If somebody new wants to come along, cool, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But don't go out pursuing and trying to chase down new love. That's the last thing you need to be worried about right now. Okay. Let it come to you. Let it come to you. Okay. Don't sit around and wait on it. Don't worry about it. It'll come to you when it needs to. Okay. All righty. Last but definitely not least, Pisces. Pisces. How many Pisceans do we have in here? Hello, everybody. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Before we get started, don't forget to look in the description box of the video for information on how to schedule personal readings. Everything's in the description. Okay, Two of Wands. Could be a fire sign for some of you. You're at a crossroads, though. Bit of a crossroads here. Two shuffles. One and two. All right, the Emperor. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries. All right, very intense connection, though. Very, very intense. Some of you could be dealing with a twin flame. Again, that's not everybody. Not everybody is dealing with a twin flame connection. But even if it's not a twin flame, the connection level feels equally intense. A very intense connection. You're having a very difficult time shaking. Could be a Libra. Also have Virgo or Aquarius. Okay. Let's see here. Nine of Swords. The person you're dealing with is still very, very shooken up from this connection here. This makes them very, very nervous and anxious. This person is very, very... I don't know, though. Hang on. Oh, this fell on the floor. So what is that? Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So I really feel like for the most part, you kind of have your head on straight and you got your priorities in order right now. Okay. The person that you're dealing with here, the two of you don't work together as a very good team. You know that. It could be a Taurus here too. And Cancer. Damn it. I missed a bunch of them, didn't I? You two don't work together as a very good team. You know this. This person doesn't really open up emotionally with the Page of Cups reversed and the Justice card. You know this. This person doesn't really trust you or this situation. You know this. So I think that you're actually able to think straight through the intensity of this connection, which is pretty cool because you may have struggled with that in the past. And you're at a bit of a crossroads here. Should I try to reconcile? Should I move forward? What would happen if I tried to reconcile? Would it repeat the cycle all over again? Or could we actually make it work this time? You know? This is kind of a lull here, though. Three of Cups reversed. See, Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Could be a third party in the mix here. The Six of Wands here. I think most of you know it's not going to be successful. You know that there's not a whole lot of potential here between the two of you. But the connection is so intense, dude. It's a very difficult connection. I think a lot of you have been working for quite some time to figure out how to think through the intensity of this connection here, okay? Quite some time. Person you're dealing with isn't doing such a good job thinking very clearly through it. I think they're making fair decisions, but they're much more of a mental wreck than you are right now. Okay, with the Nine of Swords energy right here. And I also think they still have their eye on you too. They still have their eye on you. They're still peeping the Facebook, the Instagram, But with the Two of Wands right there, I don't really see any action happening. I don't really see any action taking place. All right, what is the most likely outcome and the best advice? Outcome and advice is for Pisces. Okay, the Queen of Cups reversed. I don't really think the two of you are going to open up. Okay, probably. I don't know. It's hard to say who that is. But definitely the person you're dealing with, I don't think is opening up and expressing emotion anytime soon. 1, 2. Last shuffle. All right. Yeah. See, I still kind of see you carrying the burden of this right here, though, but the door is slammed shut on this. The door slammed shut. The keys broke off in the lock, and the last nail was hammered into it to nail the coffin shut. Okay. I do still think that the silent stalking is going to continue for a little bit too. I see new communication coming in for you, though, Pisces. I see new things coming in here. The best advice. Unless you want to repeat this cycle and go through this shit all over again, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, 3 of Wands reverse. You need to make a very, very final decision to turn and walk away from this right here. It'll get easier to think through as time passes, but do not rely on time to heal your wounds for you. It does not work that way. It can't, okay? It will be easier to think through the more time passes, okay? So as time passes and the pain begins to subside and you can gather your thoughts, it's time to start working through closing this cycle out, healing from it, learning from it, and moving forward, okay? Faux shizzle. All right, I feel like that was everybody's messages they needed to hear for this week, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Greatly appreciate every last one of you that tuned in and played along, man. Thank you all so much for all the love, support, and positive feedback that you show me on my channel on a daily basis, man. It means everything in the world to me. Don't forget to look in the description box of this video for information on how to schedule personal readings. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.